working. Everything's working. Oh wait, I can hear myself. Everything's working. Oh wait, I can hear myself. There we go. Then jacks. Jacks. Nice. Can you try talking?
Hello.
Yep, sounds good.
Let's go.
If you want, you can give me a small recap of what happened last week, but I don't think... well, not that much happened, but...
Yeah, well, all just happened, did it? We just sort of got in that chase. That chase went out for a long time. We killed like 2 guards. And now we're captured.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hello.
It's a surrender. Hello.
Hello. How are you, Phantom? You okay? You didn't hurry too much.
Hmm?
You didn't hurry too much.
Well, I tried.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like you shouldn't have hurried too much. I hope you didn't hurry too much.
Ah, well, I did anyway. I didn't want to hold you guys back too much.
No, it's fine. I think both of us have time, so it's okay. Well, let me know when you're ready with
Yeah, I'm
everything.
joining Roll20
Okay.
and creating a new text file for my notes.
Alright. Yeah, how did everything get deleted like that?
Well, I had to buy a new motherboard, and after changing it, it didn't want to boot up with my existing hard drive, so I had to format it,
Oh.
and that's...
So did you lose a lot of other things as well?
No, I kept all my stuff for university and stuff like that on another drive.
Oh.
I don't know why I had these notes on that
These
one.
notes were doomed to die at some point anyway, I guess.
Yep. Oh wait, I'm not Mato right now.
That is true. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I am.
Okay. You also, Kieran? You good?
Yeah, bro. I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. A creature lays on the bottom of the ocean floor, his feathers all but washed away, his fate snuffed out with a single choice, his eyes blinking one last time as the darkness overtakes him. A calmth washes over his heart and soul as his sacrifice falls in the hands of the one who guides us all. Death. It didn't used to be like this. The world, the cruelty, the suffering. There was a man once who loved her as he prayed to the moon every day, hoping it may grant him peace in his eternal suffering of life, praying that it may guide him and protect those he loves, always staying loyal, always pledging his soul to her. But this night was different, for his prayers were not heard, and with monsters came the suffering, and with the promise of protection came the cruelty of failure. The man would not stand for the rules of life as he abandoned his love and his heart grew dark. He cursed the one who did this. He cursed the rules of this world, written by the hands of those who could never understand what it is like to live within it. He would not fail, not again, as he reached out to the soul of his daughter, muttering words only a madman would understand. She came back to him, and but for a moment he had felt the sweet taste of victory. But for a moment he had succeeded what he had set out to do, when a voice rang through his head. My light once guided you, but I never gave you power. You failed her, and that was not my doing. You do not know what you have done, for my light is now your darkness, and my pain shall be your curse. The man looked up to the full moon shining down upon him, as a monster stood in his place. You wished to protect those you love from monsters, and yet you cannot see what you have become. Darkness starts to fall in the coastal town of Haven. It looks to be a clear night as two figures are carried into a medium-sized building next to the shore. 4 tritons stand around each man, who are both bound in ropes. A man with burning red eyes and a metallic creature whose body is filled with a similar corruption. The runes on Cain's body light up slightly as they catch but a glimpse of a light shining through the window. Jax's red eyes dim slightly as they look up into the beautiful sky above. And right before he is thrown into the cellar below, he catches but a glimpse of a beautiful scene on the horizon. A full moon rising slowly out of the endless ocean. Vision goes dark as you are thrown down a staircase and fall on a humid stone floor. You hear talking around you as a lantern is lit, and both Cain and Jax find themselves untied in a medium-sized room. And as you look around, you see what must be fishermen spread around across the room. They are wearing nothing but rags, as you see long scars of whips across their body. There must be at least 15 of them in here. There is no furniture in the room, as you see some of them sleeping on the ground in a corner. It smells like a sewer. You see there are no windows, only the stairway you were thrown down from. A man approaches the both of you. You see his hands are tied together with thick chains. Are you okay?
I'm gonna look over to Kane and see what, like how he looks.
Kane does, I mean, he's doing fine. He's clearly injured, but he's not gonna say anything back. Just like looks down a bit to this guy in front of him.
Yeah, Jax is gonna stand up, wipe himself down of any sort of dust he could have got from being thrown in here, and be like, yeah, I think we're okay.
I've never seen you guys around here. Are you new to town? You fisher folk as well? You don't look like it.
Yeah, we're new to town.
Well, if there's anything you need, let me know. I try my best to help anyone around here who needs it. You look a bit wounded. If you want, I can take a look at it.
For sure, just, don't do anything wrong.
I'll try my best. Well, the man will approach you and start ripping a piece of one of his a part of the rags around him, and he will start putting it over the biggest wounds on your body, stopping the bleeding a little bit. That might help over time. Just don't try to move it around too much.
This is my leg. Is that what he bandaged up, did you say?
Mhm.
Or,
Yeah.
Jax is gonna start, not shaking his leg, but start moving it. Just to like see to test the sturdiness of the bandages a little bit.
It's
And he's gonna... No, yeah, carry on.
oh no, but it's just like it's not really bound around it too much. It just kind of like loosely put around it to kind of stop the bleeding, but there isn't like too much pressure on it. If that makes sense. The man will say,
Okay.
I think it's better that you rest. Try not to walk around too much.
Right, I don't plan on staying here for too long.
We
I want
don't
to speak to one of the guards when I can.
No, they're just upstairs.
But I'm guessing we can't just go upstairs, right?
The last man who tried it didn't go so well for him. We try not to anger them too much.
How long have you been here for? I'm gonna look around the room to see if there's any sort of like indication, like the tallies in
The what? Say again. You cut off. You there?
Don't know, he just rejoined.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
we lost him.
Oh wait, no. Now we can hear you.
Yeah. Wait, what was the last thing you heard?
The tallies or something?
Yeah, like tallies on the wall, or like you know what I mean, like engraved on the wall that people do, you know, in prison and shit.
Oh, it's you don't see any of that. As you look around the room, you see that most people are just like minding their own business. It seems to be only this man that's really has gotten an interest in you. Uh, there isn't like any separate cells or something. It's just like an open room, and everybody is just either sleeping or like slowly whispering to each other in some corners.
Is there anything in the room?
Besides the people, no, there's some empty plates. That's about it. But the man will say, well, if I remember correctly, it's been about 5 years now at this point, I think, since they came. Could be a bit more, a bit less. We tried our best to keep some resemblance of time around here. Hoping maybe we'd live to tell the tale.
He's at 5 years.
Yeah.
These does he have whip marks on him?
Yeah.
These marks on your body, the guards up there did it to you?
We are forced to walk around here quite often. Often at the docks, and well, sometimes things happen. We don't work hard enough, not fast enough. One of us trips and try to help each other. They are not very, how should I put it? They're pretty relentless when it comes to making sure we do our jobs correctly.
So, what are you then? Just slaves for the rest of your life? When are you being released from here?
I ask myself that same question every day.
I don't think they plan you go.
That's what we have come to expect as well.
And you're okay with that? You're just gonna stay here?
It's better than dying out there. Look at us, we're weak. They are strong. There's nothing we can do.
Do you know where they put your items?
I don't even know if they're in town anymore at this point. As I said, it's been a while since I've lived a normal life. I can't even remember having any possessions, really.
I need to speak with one of the guards. That you said that just these stairs.
The lock should be open. Are you talking or are you thinking? Because I can't hear you. Yeah, wait, I'll... let's go Europe.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, can you just join the D&D first? It should automatically put it on Europe. And then... Because otherwise the icons will be wrong. But it should be the same now. If you join it first. Because I joined it first, it automatically sets it to Japan.
Okay, we're good.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go and speak to one of the guards. You said they're up these stairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lock should be open. There are always a couple of them keeping watch, especially with you guys just coming in. I'm sure they're still around.
Alright, cool. I'll be, I don't know, I'll hopefully not be back.
I hope so too.
Kane? I'm just gonna sort of wave my arm for Kane to come over as I'm gonna walk up the stairs to go up.
Yeah, I do that.
To be clear, at this point you are stripped of all your weapons, but you are still wearing your normal clothes from before. They also took the amulet. Basically any weapons that you had are unbound.
I'm gonna knock on whatever door it is that they've
It's like a
imprisoned us with.
It's like a hatch, so it's like up the stairs and then it's just a hatch that you can push open if you want to. You can also just knock on the hatch if you want to. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll try opening it first just to see, like.
Yeah, you can open it. You find yourself in the room that you just came down from, just like a general living area. You can see there's two people sitting near the door who quickly turn their gaze towards you as you open the hatch and start walking in your direction.
Are these Tritons?
Yeah, two Triton guards.
Okay.
I will stand in front of Jax.
But you're really quiet, Phantom, is that?
I didn't change anything from yesterday.
Oh, well, let me just turn you up a lot. Try talking again.
Is it better now?
Yeah, just turn up. I try once more.
What about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, so I stand in front of Jax.
Yeah, well, they walk in your direction and one of them will speak up. Get back in there.
We would like to speak to
We will speak.
one of your people.
We will speak to you when we are ready to speak to you. Now stay in
I
there.
just thought we've all had time to cool down, and I would just, so long as the captain is free.
You will see one of the Tritons that's coming closer. He has kind of like a round face and stands a bit taller than the one next to him. He will approach you with a bit of a smirk on his face. Try talking back to me one more time, boy.
Jax is sort of just gonna like kind of formally put his hands behind his back, look up to the guy if that's what it is, and just say, when do you think you'll be ready to talk?
Well, Kane, you're standing in front, but it's like a hatch, right? So you got up the stairs, but you're standing in front of Jack, so how does that tell me, like, how does that positioning work?
Well, I imagine that we got out of the hatch, like we are not in the
Oh,
hatch currently.
so you completely exited the hatch, and then now you're talking to the people?
I guess so.
Mm.
That's how I imagined it.
Yeah. So the man.
Pretty weird to just like hang from the hatch and just talk to these guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, the man. What is your? Are you wearing normally any armor, Jax?
Yeah, I usually wear breastplate.
Okay. What is your AC without everything?
Without it, well, it'll just be 10 plus dex, right?
Yeah,
Or am I tripping?
I think so. Yeah.
Then 15.
Oh, Jesus, it's still pretty high.
Nice.
Yeah. Should I like remove some of the stats from Jax? Because I rolled once, got really shit rolls. Then I rolled a second time and got 2 fucking thingies. Like ones of the highest ones.
Oh, I mean, it's.
So
I mean, it's been like that since the beginning, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
has. But I just feel like it's insane. Like
No, it's fine.
it's level 4, you know.
It's fine. It's fine. I think it's interesting. It's just how your character is. I think it fits. So the man standing before you will just try to. But so King, you're standing in front of him. So the man is first off. He's gonna try to just push you back towards the hatch and push you away from Jax, kind of with like a motion as if he's not even paying attention to you.
Can he do that actually? Like they needed almost 6 people to hold me down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What is your reaction? Are you just standing still, or like he's trying to, like almost like a motion as if he's not even like knowing that you're there, and he's assuming that you will like move aside?
Yeah, I won't move at all. Like.
Yeah, the man is trying to move you aside, and then notice you're not moving, and look up at you and say,
"Am I taller than them?"
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and as he tries that, I'm just gonna very slowly tilt my head downwards towards him.
Are we gonna have a problem here? You're happy to be alive. If it were up to me, you wouldn't been. You know how many of my friends you have killed today. You really don't want to test me right now.
Speak now.
Was that direct? Oh, okay.
He will make a whistling sound, and you will see 2 more guards enter the building, along with the one next to him, as he will. He will keep eye contact with you, Kane, and say, "I've heard you kind of creatures want to protect the ones you are assigned to. I'm gonna give you one last chance to get back into that hatch. Or otherwise, me and my buddies here will make sure that you will regret trying to talk back to me."
Hey, now listen, this you know, this is just my you know, big clunky metal friend. You don't need to speak so rudely to him. I just asked the question of, you know, how long you think it will be till that you're ready to talk. Just so
I
have a
am the
reference,
one
you know,
that
of how long
gives
we've
the
waited.
orders around here. And he's...
I don't remember giving you an order. I just asked a question.
Get back in the hatch. I will not listen to your questions.
That is awful customer service. Kane, would you like to? Should we head down?
Yes.
Yeah, run back with your tail between your legs. You're all filth, and you know it.
And now that we're, being so kind and obedient with our tails behind our legs, he's gonna do with the quotation, air quotes. How long do you think he'll be until he's ready?
At this point, you're still standing where you are, or are you going back into the hatch already?
Well, I assume that I would have waved Kane down with my arm, I don't know, just sort of Kane would be starting to walk down the stairs, and I'll just sort of be there and stand and say it.
Yeah, so he's just gonna try to shut down the hatch as hard as he can. Because at this point, are you holding it, or are you?
I thought we were both out.
You're still out of it, but so the hatch is the end of the stairs. So if you're on the stairs, you're already in the hatch. If that makes sense. So there's just stairs that go up to a hatch, and then the hatch leads out, and you kind of need to crawl out of it a little bit. So you're still standing outside the hatch at that point, then.
Yeah, but Kane will be walking down.
Kane will be walking. Okay, then he's gonna attempt.
That's why.
Then he's gonna attempt to just push you back into the hatch. So make me an opposed strength check if you want to try to oppose it, as he goes to push you.
I would rather move to the side, with a little
Try to dodge it, you mean?
like a little strafe to the left or to the right, and just sort of then put my hands up and be like, I can walk down myself. I'll make my way.
Well, make me a dexterity check first, opposed with his probably with his dexterity as well, just to see how fast he can react, which you will probably win. Yeah, so he goes to push you and kind of stumbles forward as you quickly move aside. You're lucky. Captain Trifus is here today, boy. Get back in there.
I'm still gonna wave them off and say, alright, have fun, and just walk away down the hatch.
Yeah, you will hear him cursing and shutting it behind you with a great force as it claps shut, You can continue back down the stairs. Where you will see the same man from before waiting for you. Went better than I expected.
Well, what did you expect?
Well, they beat up any of us who would try to do that. I got 5 whip strokes for it last time I tried. And I just wanted some extra water for one of the wounded.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you kill more than 2 of them?
Kill any of them? No. I'm just a fisherman. I've never killed anyone in my life.
Well, I guess my point is invalid then.
Maybe you scared them? I mean, your buddy over there is pretty intimidating.
Yeah, you're right.
Do
you know if they have any other rooms with prisoners? Any special rooms?
There must be. We see people working on the mountain sometime. There's other fishermen outside as well. I've never seen where they lead them. They must be either out of town or in another building. I think they try to keep the shifts separated so we don't know where other people go, or maybe so we don't know who survives, or I don't know anymore.
There are fishermen out on the waters. You're saying they're not there at their own will?
No, they're under, well, this leadership's control as well. Some of them come back here later today. Depends on which group they're in. I could have sworn I saw some of them go to a nearby building before, but that was 2 weeks ago maybe. I'm not sure. Sorry. I wish I could help more.
Oh, that's all right. I don't want to stay here when it gets night.
It's okay.
But
It gets pretty dark in here, but when we all huddle together, we're here for each other at least. We can protect you from whatever you need.
I am unsure if you'd likely be able to do that. I want to be as far away as possible from you guys. At that point, for your own benefit.
You will see. He will look a little bit offended at this, and then quickly his face will change back to the neutral or caring face that it was before.
No, I don't mean that in no disrespect. If anything, it's
No, I understand that we are not the best people to hang around with.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I barely know you. I don't know if you're a good or bad person to hang around with. It's just, as I said, for your own benefit, I would much rather be further away.
No, I get it.
Thank you for the bandage.
You're welcome. And I try what I can, but as you can see, then he will hold up his hands with that are still connected with the chains between them. And as you can see, I can't do too much with these on.
Do I have the same thing?
No, you're.
Can I try breaking the chain? Am I strong enough for that?
I think you can try. I think there is a check for that. Breaking. It's like a low % chance, but I think it's possible. Check. Yeah, if you roll a 20 or higher on a strength check.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
Do it, bro. You got it.
No, I don't wanna ruin my intimidating style by not being able to break chains.
You probably do a better job than any of they can do.
I mean, true, but
Yeah, as you look around the room, though, you see some people are similar to you as well, as their hands are freed. Not everyone has their hands in chains.
Why is it only that some have their hands in chains?
They don't want us to be using any of our. Well, you see, I used to be a doctor for this town, and they don't want me to take care of any of the people in here too much. They want to keep us weak enough.
That's quite ridiculous, considering surely they want the workers in, you know, optimal working condition.
They want us in good enough condition so that if we try to escape, they can always catch us.
How easy is escaping?
I remember one guy who did it about 4 years ago, or at least we believe he escaped. He was on fisher boat as well. One of my buddies fell overboard in his, so the workers went towards him to make sure everything, well, mostly to make sure none of his stuff fell overboard. The man saw the chance and rowed as fast as he can into the horizon. We never saw him again.
That man, what did he look like? What was he like?
He was stronger than most of us. I think he had been planning it for a while. He was pretty... Well, most of us didn't bond with him too much. He was pretty silent, even before the Tritons came. It seemed like from the beginning he was waiting for the perfect time, and well, he found it, I believe.
Did you know what he looked like?
He was similar size as me. Black grayish hair, about around 50-year-old then, so probably about 55 now. Old man, but strong. We saw him working. He could... Well, we used to have to move the barrels from sea to land. He could do double as much as any of us could.
When you've been working on the seas, have you seen what looks like a big mouse and a man in sort of red clothes?
Big mouse.
Yeah, what are they called again? Loxodons, you know, the big mouse kind of thing.
Let me think for a second. I did actually.
What the fuck?
Wow.
I was rowing out at sea. It was pretty late. It was very misty that day, and I rowed a bit too far into the ocean, and there was a boat. We didn't expect to see any. Normally they tell us, you see, when there's any boats passing by, we need to get back in the docks so they don't spot us, but it seems like, well, it seems like they didn't know about these people coming by. And as you said, it looked like a big mouse and a man wearing robes, I think. Never really seen anything like it. There was also a smaller man with them, the dwarf, I believe. I didn't get a clear look at them through the mist, but well, it was weird. That's why I remembered, because there's only 3 of them on a boat that size. I could have sworn it. Well, from what I've seen with the big ships out there, we always need 15 of us to make sure it's rowed correctly.
A dwarf? I know not of this dwarf. Where were they going? Did you see where they were headed? If
They were going pretty fast, just parallel across the coast. Well, if they continued in that direction, I'm sure they just reached open ocean after a while. You see the island curves a bit to the left over there.
why would they be needing to go to sea?
You know these people?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I hope for you they never reached the open ocean.
What's in the open ocean?
It's not what's in it, but 3 people on their own controlling a ship that size. I fear they would be stranded.
These fucking guys.
Yeah, I hope they don't reach open sea as well.
Hopefully the wind went in their favor and maybe you can find them a few villages over. Don't lose all hope yet. Just look at us, we're still alive. I'm sure my family believes me to be dead as well.
Though it'll be very hard to find them in this cell. Well, not even cell, this just room.
You're right.
Look, they had an army. I don't think much else would have stopped me and Kane.
What did you say? You don't think what?
Much else would have stopped me or
Oh.
Kane.
Well,
How is Jax, by the way? I mean, how he's looking damage-wise?
He's not looking absolutely, mortal, like awful. But he's also not looking the best. He probably has like a few trident hits on him, like marks.
Then Kane is gonna turn towards Jax and Jax, you need to rest.
I want to be here before we have to rest. I don't want to be here at this point. We need to go soon, Kane.
We go after you're better.
listen to your friend. I know we're not the best of people to be around, but I promise you we can take care of you. You don't have to be afraid of us. I know the other ones are not talking too much, but I'm sure they don't mind as well.
I'm gonna put my hand on Kane's shoulder and say, just before we went in here, I saw a gorgeous full moon on the horizon. I thought that can't be enjoyed out in here in a cell.
Just out of character, the full moon also affects you when you are in a room with no windows. Like it
No,
was
before we
little.
got thrown in. Dampi said that we saw a full moon, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. About your question, Kane, you're not sure.
Oh.
You haven't tested out how it works exactly. I mean, you as well, Jax.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to use this information in Skane. I just wondered
Oh,
how does that work.
I have the answer for it, but I think it's more
Ah,
interesting
okay,
if you
okay.
find out incorrectly.
Okay.
So yeah, when I say that that sentence, how is Kane gonna react?
Sorry, can you repeat that? You are kind of lagging for me.
How will Kane react after I say that sentence?
Mm, I don't. I mean, Kane wants you to rest for a bit, but he also understands that you are his master. Just well, not really, but you understand. So he's gonna follow you wherever you go, whatever you do. So I don't know.
Alright. Um. Did they, after you got thrown in here, did they speak to you after the first night or something?
They never really spoke to us about anything. We just wake up in the morning, they drag us out, we go working, and then they put us back in here.
They never really speak to you.
I'm not sure if you guys will be treated the same as us. If you say you killed some of them, I don't imagine they will trust you, well, to be around only one or two of them, even without weapons.
Yeah, probably not. We might need to try again with the guards, though I don't know how we should go across with doing that. Like, I think they won't speak to me till morning.
If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I can... Well, if you want, I can introduce you to the other people around here.
Is there any rope, any chains in here?
The man will hold up his hand to kind of jiggle the chains around. I have these.
Anything that's like you know, able to be applied on someone?
We could... Well, we don't have any rope or chains, but... Well, we could use all the things we have, if you want. The rags.
The rags. I don't know if that'll be if that were to be strong enough.
If you want to try to do anything, you should talk to Gilbert first, probably. He's the one that... Well, he once was the one that leaded us.
Gilbert? Is this a guard or?
No, he's further back. He will point back towards the room. Maybe
Okay.
I don't. He's the one that usually makes any decisions around here. For our sake. He's the one that makes sure we stick together.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can introduce me to this Gilbert.
He will walk a bit further down the room and like guide you with him. However, before you reach the back of the room, a voice will speak up from the back of it. I have heard your talking already, stranger. I will not put any of my man's lives at risk, just so you can escape from here or attempt to.
Your life is already in risk.
You do not know what it is to lose everything. This is better than that.
I do understand, but I wasn't planning on putting any of your men's lives at risk for some sort of escape plan. If anything, I just need to be away from all of you
And why is
for the
that?
time being. I like to spend my nights alone. That's what I have been doing recently.
Well, we can't really get what we want in here. I can understand that, though.
Well, it's honestly it's the right idea for each and every one of you here. If I were to be separated, that is, it's just
Do you
I would
plan?
need to be separated before morning, before night.
Do you plan to harm us?
Not at all. That is not at all in my plan.
Then why is it for the best of us that you are out of here before midnight? Before night?
I feel that you don't need to know much more except the information I've given you.
Then why should I trust you?
I don't know. You don't really have much reason to, but my word is all I can give.
Tell me then, what is your plan to accomplish this?
I'm thinking, instead of being here and working on the docks, maybe I can do a few favors for the Tridents, bigger favors than fishing. So that way, maybe we can come to an agreement on Manning Kane's release.
I've heard Dreyfus is in town. there's anyone that will talk to you about these things, it's him. The others are, well, less understanding.
Yeah, I've gathered that. Is there a way to sort of you know, go speak to that guy?
There's one way. But I want something in return.
You want something in return?
The man,
And what would that be?
the man that helped you, he's been through enough. I will only help
The
you
man-
if you negotiate his freedom along with yours for whatever favor you think you can provide for them.
You don't want anyone else but him?
I know they would never let all of us go. Not while they can make money from us. But one man might be possible.
I don't see an issue with this.
Very well then. You will see the man will stand up, and as he does so, you will see he's a human man, standing pretty tall for a normal man. Pretty broad shoulders as well. You will see a lot of old scars across his body, even though he's because of he's just wearing these rags right now. And as he walks towards the stairs, you will see he's kind of dragging his right leg behind him. 1 second. And he will start walking up the stairs and knock on the hatch above him. After a while, a guard will open it, and the man will speak. I wish to tell Tryphus what he has been looking for. I wish to confess. And you will hear some back and forward talking between the guards up top that is kind of muffled. You're not sure what they're saying. But eventually the man will walk back down towards his corner and look at you and say, "You will be here soon enough."
Thank you. You said you needed to confess something?
It's been a long time down here. There are some things about this village that I've managed to keep hidden. Things that frustrate Tryphus. I'm sure he will take this bait. There's nothing he rather wants than what I can give him.
The rest of the people here, are they kept for information that they know? Or are they just used for that work?
They are mostly slaves under them. I still try to protect them with whatever strength I have left.
It's quite noble of you.
No such thing. It is the task I have been given. It is my duty.
It seems your people have probably seen better conditions, but you're all living, so I assume your job has been going relatively okay.
He will just kind of look at you with a small smile on his face, and then look down again.
Thank you for the bait.
Just get George out of here. Please. Well,
I'll
eventually,
try my best.
eventually you will hear footsteps coming from upstairs, and the hatch will open as first of 3 guards will make their way downstairs, kind of pushing all the people that were in here away, and behind them you will see the familiar face of Captain Trifus walking into the room. Gilbert, I heard you wish to confess. I do. But not to what you wish to hear. I wish to confess that we have been down here long enough. That my people wish for freedom. And that you will get what is coming to you.
Oh shit.
Trifus will stare the man in the eyes angrily, and will start to walk back upstairs, kind of stamping on the stairs as he goes.
Now, Trifus, a brief word, please.
What do you want?
I assume you to be more understanding than your men. It takes a true, solid, good leader to be sympathetic and empathetic with, the people. And I have a proposal to you.
You will see. Trifus is kind of flattered by your words. A proposal. Well, you do seem a bit more respectful than any of these thugs down here.
I don't know. I wouldn't say these are such terrible people. In fact, George here, as you can see, he patched up my leg. The first words I spoke to him, and he's, done me a favor. So I don't think they're all too bad.
Tricks to get to your money. They try to give you a false sense of security and then lure you around in another one of their baits. You can see it with this man over there. Just wasting my time for this nonsense. I'll spill it out. What is it that you propose?
Me and Kane here, we're much more used to you outside of working on a dock and fishing. We can probably do a couple favors for you in return for our release. And I assume these things would be dangerous missions. And so we would need someone who can take care of us, so I also thought if George could come with, and in return, once these favors are complete, we can all have our release.
There are some things we ourselves would not prefer to clear up.
That sounds perfect for us three.
You will remain within this city, though. And speak me not of George. I know him well enough. He can stay down here. But the two of you, I have seen you fight. I know my men do not like you for the soldiers you have slain. But I can understand your lust for freedom.
Oh no! I think you have this man misunderstood. George has been a help. He introduced you to the people here, and has been quite a welcoming guest, a host.
You have known him for but an hour. I am willing to negotiate this offer, but speak me not of including these thugs within it. I know they will try to escape. They will try to put up another one of their traps. I do not trust them. I do not trust you, but I know of things you might do for us.
If you want to really ensure the success, I recommend that he comes with us. If he tries to escape or do anything of the sort, or do anything against you guys, I think me and Kane have the power to put an end to it. So I don't think that would be an issue.
You will see Thrive is thinking. If you believe so that George will be helpful, you will take him with you wherever you go. And if he dies, it will be on your consciousness.
I would like to actually see how George is reacting to all of this, because I've just sort of said it without going through with him. So I'm gonna take a peek to see what he.
You see, he is just like bowed his head to the ground. He doesn't seem to be like looking at you or making any eye contact with Trifus or any of the guards. He's just kind of like standing there, bowed over.
You heard all of this, George?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
I am not a, as I said, I'm not a fighter. You will hear from the back of the room, Gilbert will speak up. Nonsense, George. I have seen you wield a spear better than any of these men in here. Take this opportunity, go with them. George will be silenced at that, and look back at you and nod his head. I'll come.
Now, Tryphus. I would like to spend my night somewhere elsewhere for tonight.
You will? You wish to do a task for us? I have one for you right now.
Oh, well, I was hoping to get rested. It depends on the task.
Well, what will it be? Today? Tomorrow? You wish to get out of here, but wish not to perform a task. Are you playing with me as well?
I am not. I'm just saying that after I have rested, after our conflict, I think I'll be able to perform much better at a task.
Sure. Well, I'll get you tomorrow morning then.
But this is the thing. I would like to rest.
He looks a little bit annoyed at you at this point.
Yeah. I understand you might be annoyed, but this is truly necessary. I wouldn't have said something so aggravating to you if it wasn't so important. I would like to rest where outside of the city walls. You can keep some of my belongings so that you will know of my return.
And how do I know you care for any of your belongings? How do I know you will not just run off into the distance?
Well, have you not seen that necklace? I think that I would much rather have that than not.
I'm sure you value your belongings, but I'm also sure you value your freedom more than that.
Do you know of which I value more than my freedom?
Tell me.
It would be my word. And I've given you my word that I would complete these tasks for you for my freedom. I don't plan on being such a disrespectful little prick to disobey them.
Make me a charisma check for this, just to see how much of a
What
man
the
of your
fuck?
word you come over.
Okay, okay, yep.
Yeah, I mean this natural one more embodies that he just sees all of you kind of as liars and thieves. So it's hard for him to really take your word for anything. He will say, if you wish to sleep out in the open, you can, but I will not let you wander around on your own.
Do you mean you plan on having guards with me?
If you wish to look at the skies while you sleep for whatever reason that you have, and if you promise to do this task, sure, you can, but you will be tied up as you came in here, and you will, yes, be surrounded by the guards that brought you here as well. And I cannot promise their kindness, so if it were up to me, I would stay in here.
Your guards' safety would be more inclined to keep them here as I rest outside. But I am willing to accept that offer.
I am pretty sure my guards can handle a tied up man.
That may be what you think, but very well.
Very well done. Men, tie him up. And they will start doing so, and dragging you back upstairs.
Kane will just follow them.
They will turn around and say, or the man will speak, "The Warforged, we will pick him up in the morning."
I stay with Jax.
He's inclined to protect me.
That is exactly why we will see him in the morning. It is a good way to make sure you do not try anything funny if you care for him, so at least this might be a bit more valuable than any items you possess. The Warforged stays here.
I'm just looking at Jax.
Very well. Okay. Wait, oh, yeah, actually. Kane,
Yes,
do you need to blink as a Warforged?
I don't have a face. I just have some patterns on my head that emit light, and that's it. I don't have eyes and things like that.
Ah, well, I guess not, but okay. That's all.
Let's see what you try to do. Well, they will tie you up completely from, well, just your head will be poking out from the rope around you, and they will start dragging you upstairs. And Kane, so you're staying there as they close the hatch. Well, not that they're giving you much of a choice, but is there anything else you would like to try to do?
I feel like... Wait, let me check one thing. I feel like I would try to summon my echo
Mm-hmm.
as soon as they leave this place, so I can still see the stairs and things like that, and switch places with him, and cast a minor illusion on myself to try to hide between the stairs and the walls. So if they look back, they don't notice anything, unless they are looking really carefully.
So you're putting yourself on top of the trapdoor, you mean, right? So the stairs lead through to the trapdoor, and then on top of that is the normal, like,
Well, I'm
floor.
trying to follow them
Mhm.
as best as I can.
So you're trying to put your
While-
echo outside of the trapdoor before it closes, right?
Yes, and then switch places with him and cast minor illusion on myself to be better hidden,
mhm.
if that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think because you aren't sure who is or is not looking in that direction at that point. So I think we will just solve that with like a stealth check to see how well you do in against their passive perception, to see if they notice you blinking in there. With the 22,
I
it's
swear to God,
really
I'm
good.
gonna multiclass into a rogue as well.
Yeah, you find yourself outside the trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't seem to notice you. You see two guards, the same ones from before, are still sitting next to the door that is open now. And in the distance you see 4 guards who are carrying Jax off.
Is there a way to do another echo swapping?
What does that mean?
Like I summon my echo somewhere 15 feet of me and switch places with him?
I mean, does your class work like that? Can you just summon echoes forever?
Yeah, it's just a bonus action.
So you can just teleport around constantly?
Mhm.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
So you're placing yourself outside the door and then just teleporting to it again, and then...
Yeah, and then once I'm outside of the house, I'm just following them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in checks.
Yeah, I think we keep the same stealth check for that. I don't know how that character exists, but I guess it works. And yeah, you can start following them around. Jax, you're being carried by 4 people. As you look up to the sky, you see the moon is about halfway, as in like almost reaching the peak. Like halfway from the horizon to the peak, I guess. It is completely full as you look at it. And you're being carried to the outside door, where they will eventually put you like right outside the city gate. All the while, kind of like talking and laughing at you. You will see one of them is the guard that like smirked at you before and tried to push you in. This will not be a pleasant night for you, boy. I told you, you shouldn't have tried to talk back to me.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, I'll put you where you are. About here, still like in. Wait, I'll just take these. Oops. Pretty much in view still of like the gate, and you will see there's 8 more guards standing a bit like further away from you. You're a bit farther into the forest, so not like right next to you, but they're at the city gate. Kane, with your teleporting, you can successfully follow them. I don't even think you need to get another check or something for that, since they open the door and then you can go to the right or into the shadows, especially because it's night and you rolled a great stealth check, so you can successfully follow them outside the walls.
So these 3 guards are staying by Jax all the time?
Yeah, you will. Wait, actually, it's 4 of them. I forgot one. You will see they're kind of at this point laughing and like sitting around Jax, and you will see one of them is like poking a spear into him over and over, and like rolling him around on his face and stuff. Kind of like not really torturing, but just like annoying him.
I'm just gonna like wait around like behind the tree.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you
And
can just.
if I see that they don't actually hurt him, I'm not gonna do anything, just watch.
Yeah, as the night continues, you will see one of the tridents gets out like a. Well, let me get. We can. Yeah, you will see one of the guards get out a like chug of beer, or like go back towards a building and then come back with like some like a small barrel of what looks to be alcohol, and he starts like giving it around to the other people, and they start singing some songs all the while. Like as the night continues, they're kind of like poking him a bit more aggressively. Jax, are you doing anything at this point? Not that you can do much, but are you saying you can still talk if you want? As they're kind of like rolling you around in the sand, and like well, poking at you with their spears. Especially the man who tried to push you before and failed seems to get pleasure from torturing you in this way.
Are you gonna let me rest? After all, I'm gonna be sent on missions you guys were meant to be probably doing at some point. If anything, I'm saving your asses by doing this instead.
Captain Dreyfus is not here to protect you now, boy. You will not get you will not get any sleep this night. I hope you perish to whatever mission he sends you on tomorrow, so we never have to see you again.
Though that means that you or some of your men will have to go on that mission instead.
You'll see he's kind of like thinking and then just laughing back at you. We can do it better than you, anyway. We beat you one time, we captured you. I'm sure we can do it again. Or I'm sure
Don't let
we
the
can...
beer get to your brain. I'm sure that I have much more higher chances of getting out of there alive than any of you.
I am sure that if you hadn't had any of your magic or powers that you used against my friends, that I could beat you in a 1v1 fight more than easily.
As I hear that, can I make a sound of a bear coming from the forest with minor illusion?
Sure, yeah. I don't think you need any rolls for that, right?
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, you will see all 4 of them. They were talking and laughing, and then suddenly they hear that sound coming from this direction, and You will see all of them focus towards here. Was that a bear? I don't know. I heard something over there. Jan.
Dampi.
Mm-hmm.
While this is all happening, I just want to ask,
Yeah.
how am I cuffed up?
Completely
Is it just like
tied up, like your bottom to like your neck is just in rope, like a wrap or something like that. Like you're just completely wrapped in ropes. Like it's only your head sticking out.
right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, because they knew that you like use these things and you had this arm sticking out of you. They're not taking any risks. Yeah, well, they will slowly. One of them will say, "Chad, check it out. Wait, get this," and they will get a log from the fire that they started, the campfire they were sitting around, and you will see one of them starts like looking around in the forest in the direction of the bear, shouting along the way, like, "Shh, shoot, get out of here, shoot." They're coming in your direction, Kane, as they're yelling for the bear to go away, or at least one man is holding a torch in his hand.
Mhm. I wanna make another bear sound, but this time making it appear like there's more than one bear and they are kinda angry.
Oh, fuck. Guys, there's more than one. Come here, get the others. And you will see one of them starts running towards the gate.
What are you guys gonna even do? You may as well let him kill me. I mean,
Shut up. You will see the guy with that had the smirk on his face is the only one that's standing next to you still, while the other two are going deeper into the forest. Both of them holding, or all three of them at this point holding a, what do you call it? Torch in their hand and yelling for the bears to go away.
I must ask, any of these weapons they're carrying silver?
Make me a perception check to see if you noticed their weapons.
I made two.
No, the first one is fine. No, you notice they mostly have. Wait, actually, there might be a chance because it is a trident. All of them have tridents, is what you notice. You can roll me a d20, and on a 4 or lower, at least one of them will have a silver weapon, because there is a chance, but it's a pretty low.
Oh!
Yeah, so no, you haven't seen any with silver weapons.
So they're fucked. is okay, cool.
However, you don't know if I don't know, maybe some of them weapons are magical. You don't know that. That's hard to.
Yeah,
that's
true.
harder to tell.
Okay.
Well, the night. Well, they're still looking for the bears, and after a while, you will see the one guy that went off to get other people comes back with 4 more people, who all like start wandering into the forest, all holding a torch at this point and yelling for the bears to fuck off. Get out! Get out! Fucking bears! How many bears are there? I hear at least like 2 or 3.
Can Kane climb up a tree so they won't see him?
I don't know if Kane can climb up a tree. That seems. I mean, you can try if you want, but I feel like that will be hard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And what's the range of my miner? 30 feet. So as I see more of them coming closer to me, can I make the sound coming from a bit farther away?
Yeah, you can just keep moving and making it like come from farther away. I don't think it's because there's trees here. You roll the great stealth check, and you have your minor illusion. Oh wait, no, you don't. Wait, can you have 2 minor illusions at the same time?
Depends if you can concentrate.
It's not a concentrating spell. It actually doesn't says that, I think. I don't see it.
You create a sound or image. Illusion also ends if you dismiss it. Or you can make.
I was gonna say you can't cast multiple leveled spells, but it's not even leveled. Holy shit!
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it will be harder, but especially because it's like a sound, so I think you can like make a sound, and then I think I won't allow like full like multiple illusions at the same time, but I think because you have time, basically like it would be like, oh, if you have 2 rounds, I think you can overlap them kinda because the duration is longer. So because you have the time to like make one and then try to focus and make another one, you can do 2 at the same time, but it will take like all your attention to try to do it. Basically like how I imagine it, like one hand like putting over yourself and like, oh, I need to make this illusion, and the other hand like sometimes like, oh, bear over there, bear over there. So it's definitely not like an easy thing, and if you try to do anything else like fight or run or do any like intensive movement, then you can only keep up one at the same time.
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna move as well, like pretending to be the bear, and like after a while I just imagine the sounds get quieter, like I don't create that loud sounds anymore.
So you're making the bear sounds coming from yourself, and you're just kind of running into the forest.
Yeah, like not really fully going into the forest, but just like these kind of movements, and after a while it just gets quieter and quieter.
Yeah, you will see
so they hopefully believe that it's going away.
Yeah, you will see as soon as like it's going in a further direction. You will hear them shout to each other. I think they're leaving. Who the fuck left food out? I swear it's fucking Bob again. He always fucking puts their meat in the fucking. Go talk to him. Check there's not any meat outside. These fucking bears can't be trusted. You will see they will slowly start backing away, back towards their post. Yeah, and the night continues. Is there anything any of you want to do before the full moon reaches its peak?
I don't think so.
Are they still just sort of like prodding me and stuff?
Yeah, it continues the same. The man mocks you constantly, and just like really petty. Like if you talk back, he just like turns you over or like puts sand in your mouth so you can't talk. Or like if you insult him, he basically makes sure that you can't do anything back, or just kind of stabs you with his spear, like just annoying you and in like a really petty way.
I'm just gonna try and sleep.
Yeah, make me a constitution check to see how well you can try to fall asleep while all of this is happening. Yeah, no, not really, no. However, as the moon continues to rise and to rise, and eventually it will reach its highest point, and you will feel your body start to get restless. First, slowly, and then you will feel like the power surge within you more and more and more, and different from before. You feel like there is not a single part of your brain that can even stop this, as you are staring up into the sky at the full moon. you feel like there is no way you could ever control this curse flowing through you. Is there anything you do before it happens?
I'd like to see how far we are from the camp and if they'll be able to, would they be able to hear a scream from the town?
These people can probably, I mean, you're a bit farther than 100 feet, but they are close enough that you will probably hear them, that they will probably hear you. If someone like screamed, they heard people scream for the bears as well. This is not like completely accurate. You're a bit further into the forest, not like all the way, but probably more like, I don't know, like 200 to 300 feet away. They've kind of set up a camp there.
By the way, Dampi, on your stream, I think the row 20 is frozen.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
oh wait, I think never mind, I actually don't know why. I'm just fixing it. Oh no, now everything is crashing. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh. One second, sorry. Let me get some other music as well, as things are about to go to shit. Where is it? Battle. Oh, there we go. Jax, what are you thinking as... Or wait, was there anything else you wanted to... You just wanted to check how far you are, or was there anything else you wanted to do before?
Yeah, but I also want to say, like, are you guys planning on getting some sleep? Because I'd like to sleep now.
You think we will let you sleep? I told you to never talk back to me. You will die tomorrow to whatever creature he will make you face. I will not let you regain your wounds. Especially not because my friends implanted them upon you. It is their lost will that you die.
It's a real shame that my death won't bring them back, though, is it?
At least we can avenge them. And he will, like, roll you over again and put his like boot on top of your back. Not so talkative now, are you? It's at this point. It's at this point that curse starts to take over. Tell me, are you fighting against it, or are you letting it happen?
I'm trying to have some sort of control. But
you don't mind.
At this point, I'm not really fighting against it. I'm trying to fight for some. I'm trying to fight for some control, not to stop it.
Yeah, as you do so, I'll describe to me. Do you? I know this is kind of showing it, so I want you just to answer it honestly. Does would Jax mind killing these people around him?
I think in his current circumstances, he doesn't really care all too much. Like, he's he's murdered an old innocent man by doing this. He's more thinking about how he's done that than if he were to kill these guys.
Hmm.
Like,
Okay. Well, you feel yourself turning into the beast, and you feel as you feel like your wish for these people to die, as it comes from like, I don't really mind killing these people, it just turns into like, I want to consume their flesh, I want to murder these people. But you feel like you regain complete control. You feel like your mind doesn't switch. You feel like there's not something taking over you, if that makes sense. As long as your focus is upon killing these people, that is. Let me get...
so as long as I kill these people, I will have control.
You feel like all you want to do is just tear these people apart, but because that was already a part of like Jax's conviction before he turned, you feel like you can keep control over the beast within you. And since it is the full moon, you will gain a +6 to all strength checks and attack rolls.
Okay. Wait, what was the rules we decided on with my attacks before? I don't think I wrote them down.
I hope I wrote them down. I'm sure I did. Probably in notes. His AC is 12 plus half his level. You will also heal to full because it is the full moon. Okay. And then, where did I write the attacks?
Yeah, the AC is what plus his level?
12 plus half your level. Rounded up. Well, come on, where did I? I'm sure I wrote the attack somewhere. But I can't really find it. Maybe notes? Oh wait, maybe here? No. I think we said... What did we say? I swear I should have written this down somewhere. Checks. Sorry, I should have put this in a more easier spot to find. So I know your attack with your other arm does more damage. I think we said that.
Yeah.
I swear I don't know. I just. I can't find it. It's fine. We'll just. I'll just make something up for now. I mean, I'll just look at the werewolf stats. And then we'll just use these rules from now, the ones that I'll say now. Which is... so your strength is +6 normal. So I know you can make a bite and 2 claw attacks. That's the same. A bite attack will do 1d8. Did we say that more? So I think we'll keep from now. We'll say your normal bite and normal claw will do the same in normal werewolf does, but then your special claw will do more and all of their 2-hit is higher because of your corruption, so or because of the state of the moon as well. So
Okay, so that's a 1d what? Sorry, my attack is what?
your bite is a 1d8 plus 4. Are you writing it down?
Yep.
Nice. Your normal claw is a is 2d4 plus 4,
Okay.
and your special claw will say is 4d4 plus 4. Wait, what level are you? 4?
4. What's the
Oh, I think
attack
we
modifier on them?
plus 4.
As so like 1d20 plus 4 for the attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, plus 6
Oh.
because of your strength now. Yeah.
Okay.
So, wait, I'm just thinking. I don't know. I think I'll write it out. Maybe I'll change it a little bit after the session. I should have. Wait, I didn't. It's not on your. Because I wrote this down somewhere, but I just can't find it, and it's kind of annoying me. But also, it is what it is. It's not on your sheet, right? No. It's okay. This is fine for now. It's probably similar, but maybe some small changes, just for like future leveling. But for now, so your special one is 44 plus 4.
Mhm.
And all of them have plus 6 to hit, and your strength is plus 6 as well, as what it normally is.
Alright.
So yeah, okay. Well, as you start changing and twisting, you will feel the ropes just start bursting one by one around you, and you will feel yourself become bigger and bigger and bigger, and even bigger than you have been before, as the moon shines down upon you, and the people, or the tridents, look at you in horror, as like one of them was standing on your back, and you're just like rising up from the ground as this monster that they look up at. Let me give you control. As Kane, you will hear a howl coming from where you had last seen Jax before.
So am I here?
Hmm? Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yes. So there's one guy who was on top of you, and he's just like flown away from you. And at this point, can you roll me initiative? I will just roll one initiative for all of them. Which is higher than you.
I have 18.2. What is it?
Oh wait, oh sorry, I saw Kane's. I thought that was I didn't see Kane did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, so you go first.
Okay. Which was the one that is always
Yeah, there was the one that's standing.
taking the piss?
He was standing on top of you, and then like you start growing and growing. He's just like thrown backwards, a little, not like with force, but just like from the sheer magnitude of you. And he will, as you look at him, you see he has grown pale, and like he's kind of shivering, pointing his trident towards you. What happened? What is this? Turn back. So
Can I go to bed yet?
Hey, what are you? You're a monster. Stay away from us.
Okay. What is my mind thinking right now? My
the raging part within you just wants to eat all of them, and well, consume them, drink their blood, eat their souls.
What if I tried to run?
Then you will have to make me a constitution check to see if you can keep control.
Okay, I'll do that. That's not very high.
Okay, so the creature will dash forward towards the man that laughed at him before and make all your attacks at him.
So this is 1d20 plus. How many attacks is it?
1 bite, 2 claws.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Oh my god.
So it's a 20 will hit. So your bite will hit the man. Roll me damage for that.
Succeed the con save. That's what I recommend from this guy.
You will bite a man for 10 points of damage. As you bite him in his chest, you will feel the blood fill your mind, bringing you in an even greater rage than you were before. At this point, it will be hard to keep control unless you want to keep killing these men. As the man will probably die later, but I'll just see if he has pretty good con save. Yeah, he's fine.
But damn, okay. He's a lucky motherfucker.
As it's their turn, I will give them a moral check. I will roll these separate for all 4 of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's all quite high.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, all of them will shout to each other in directions. Surround him! Get him! Spear him with our tridents! We can beat this creature together! And all of them, all 4 of them will make an attack at you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What the fuck? Okay.
9, 7, 13.
But actually, only one of them hits, I think. Yeah.
Yep. For 5 points of damage.
Does it do damage?
Oh,
Does it do damage?
that's a good question. Well, let me roll to see if any of them have magical weapons, which are a lot more common in my world than in the normal D&D world. So I would say there is a like 20% chance that someone has a magical weapon, which is the same as like silver, I guess. So I'll just make you can make me another d20 if you want, and again on a 4 or lower.
Sure.
Yeah, no, none of these 4 people have a magical weapon. So the one goes to stick you with his trident, and it just like it connects with your skin, but it can't pierce through it, as he's just kind of stuck into it. And he like takes it back and he sees there's no blood and shouts at his comrades, "We need other weapons. We can't get through his skin." As Kane, it's your turn.
How weak does the guy look that got bitten?
He has a pretty big chunk out of him. There's like blood in all directions. If you want, you can make me a perception check, but it's kind of chaotic.
Yeah, there's no need for that. What I want to do is to... Wait, how far? Like... So I can't even move up to them this turn?
No, I think you're pretty far in the forest, yeah, so if you want to move up to them, it's gonna take probably a turn to get there. The distances are not exactly correct.
Yeah, then I'm just getting as close as I can this turn.
Okay. Yeah, you can dash towards them. At this point, all of them are shouting, and you will hear bells rung in the distance. And or not bells, actually, horns being blown in the distance. As Jax, your turn.
I'm gonna try and run again.
Okay, make me another Constitution check. That's not good enough. As you make another 3 attacks towards the guy before you, wishing.
I'll do it.
Hmm?
I don't know, Karen.
Oh, wishing to consume him. What's what I gonna say? You notice that it is not only his blood that you want, but a soul within his body.
That's 2 claws, right?
Yeah, that's 2 claws.
So 1 with my normal claw, 1 with my...
Yes, 1 with your special claw, 1 with your normal claw. Which will rip the man apart as he flies in all directions, and like maybe your bite misses because you're just ready to catch up the blood and flesh with your mouth as like you tear him apart and like take a chunk out of his dead body. It tastes great. You see the grin on his face is now a grimace as the man lays there dead. As all the people around you will see their body get torn apart, and they know their weapons can't pierce you, so they will just start running, provoking 2 attacks of opportunity.
I'm gonna try to not take them.
Yep, make me 2 Constitution checks for both of them. One of them you will be able to control yourself, the other one you can take it how you have to take it.
Is this just maybe my normal claw, or...?
Yeah. Since you rolled a 22, maybe you just
I think that's a
attack it.
miss anyway.
Yeah, that's a miss. And the other one can escape as well. Kane, your turn.
So at this point I'm pretty close to Jax, right?
Yeah.
Then I want to go up to the dead body and pick up the trident, so I have a weapon.
So you're gonna stand next to Jax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Once I see Kane with the trident, I'm gonna try and say, run, Kane. Try and let me run.
Okay. Your body wishes to chase them, Jax.
Not
What did you say? Sorry.
nothing.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I just said that I'm nodding,
Oh,
that I understand.
Jax, you feel like you want to chase these people and tear this entire village apart, man by man, limb by limb.
That would just be rude. I'm gonna try and... Wait, is it my turn?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try once again to try and run away. Thinking about how I've gotta keep my word, and I'm meant to be protecting villagers and not destroying them.
Yeah. Oh. Make me a Constitution check. No.
No.
Fuck life.
Your time for protection is over. has Nyasa decided? And you chase after one of them and manage to catch them as they run away with your greater speed, and you just bounce on top of them and go for 2 more claws attack and a bite attack.
Make 2 claws and a bite.
Yes. Okay, that's those 2 claws will hit. At this point you're like over here as well. At this point you will hear them screaming, "Help! Help!"
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
And as he is screaming,
Oh my god.
you will just like, maybe he wasn't really paying attention while he was screaming and running towards the gate for help, and he would like, he's darting towards them, and you will see the 8 other guards standing there, and just right before their eyes you will grasp the man with one of your claws and push him to the ground, and then with your magical claw you will just rake him apart, his head toppling towards the 8th man standing at the gate as you dig in and taste his flesh for your own. The 8th man yell, now clearly seeing you, they're yelling into the city, "Werewolf! Werewolf!" As it is their turn, I think this guy is gonna try to get the fuck out of there. These people will try to get back inside. These people will try to get back inside. Okay. These will all be... They have some, but that will take a while. Can you roll me another... Well, at this point, roll me a... Roll me... First off, roll... Wait, no. Let me think. So there's 16, there's like 24... Or there's 16 people with bows. Chances that one of them might have one... It's probably like 50% chance that some of them might have. So yeah, roll me a d20 and don't roll a 10 or lower. Okay, now roll me a... That's a pretty soft fail. So just roll me a d4. Okay. At this point, you are... in range, pretty much in range. A bow is like, how far?
Longbows are really, really far.
Pretty far, right? Yeah. So I think you're in range for these shots, as 3 of them will make shots at. I mean, all of them basically will make shots at you, but 3 of them happen to have a magical bow with which they make their shots, they don't have great dexterity though. They will try to do it anyway, which does give an extra +1. So that's 3 that might concern you. A natural 1, a 4, and a 12. Any of those hit?
I think the 14 does. Yeah, 12 was my level, half my level. So yeah.
Okay, which will do... I don't have a bow on my sheet. How much does a longbow do? Do you know? Like standard?
Longbow does 1d8, and if proficient plus your dex.
Okay. Such are d8. And so just this... Which does 5 points of damage to you as one arrow just digs into your skin unexpectedly from one of the towers up on the wall, enraging you even further. Kane, it's your turn. You will see a sea of arrows being shot towards Jax from on top of the walls.
How big is Jax?
At this point, like giant. He's a giant creature at this point. Like 4 times the size of you.
Mhm.
As in, not like in height, but in total.
Hmm. Wish I had my spare slots. Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna run along checks.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Well,
Theo can do any attacks?
so you're going towards the city as well?
Yep.
Okay. Jax, your turn. As there's 2 more people who are still left outside of the gate. You will see the people or like the group of people who's running towards the gate are slowly trying to close it, as the 2 people are desperately yelling, "Keep it open! Keep it open! Help!"
I've got a question. You know, my rage ability,
Mm-hmm.
like my rage counter and stuff. Does that transfer over to the werewolf? Like every attack I make, does that give me 1 range?
Yes.
Rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially keep note of the souls that you are consuming as well for your chaos burst thingy, because as a werewolf you also consume the soul of each creature that you kill.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, I've killed. How many have I killed?
2, yeah.
2. Okay, cool. And I've made at least 5 attacks, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Can I try? Yeah, can I try to just do my con save check to try and
Mm-hmm.
take some self-control?
Yeah.
It's not that good.
No, it's not good enough. You see one of them is going a bit slower, or running a bit slower towards the gates than the other one, and you see your chance to pounce on top of him as well. Make me another 3 attacks. As you get a bit closer to the gate once more.
Oh no, it's my fucking claw as well, my special claw one.
So that's what, 8d4? Right?
I think, yeah, if it's double dice, then yeah.
Yep. Well, roll me 8d4 plus 4, I think.
That's not. Roll.
Nice. My god.
Your claw will reach out and pierce the man's leg and just pull it straight off. However, the man will fall down and just start crawling towards the gate with one leg, leaving one leg behind that you're chewing on at this point, desperately crawling towards the gate. Help! Someone!
Fuck, man.
As he will not yet make it into the gate, but the other one will, and these people will slowly start shutting the gate. It's a big gate, so they haven't completely done it, but it's slowly getting pushed shut. As 3 more people with magical arrows will shoot at you. So that's 1, 2, 3.
There's 1 here.
Okay, and that's another. That's 2. 7 points of damage. As another arrow digs in the skin under your chin. A howl comes out of you. And it's your turn.
Is it Kane's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kane. Yeah, sorry.
How far away is the tower that they are shooting?
About this distance. Seems about accurate. Like somewhere between 40 and 100 feet, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will use my dash action to get right under the tower.
Okay.
How tall is the tower, by the way?
I don't know in feet. Let me look up. What is like a normal wall? I guess like 3 meters probably, or maybe 4 meters. That seems more like so 4 meters to feet. So like 15 feet, something like that. 15 to 20 feet.
Which one? I need to know.
Okay, I think the top of the tower, like the place they are shooting from, is like 15 feet, but the very top of it is 20 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's all for now.
Okay. Jax, it's your turn. Your prey is desperately trying to get away from you, just crawling forward. One of his legs already tasted so great, you cannot let this opportunity escape to eat some more.
I'm gonna try again. I wanna run. With my con.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit more food. Make me a bite attack at advantage as the man tries to get away.
For 6.
Yeah. The man
I think that's it.
starts crawling away, and you know how how killer whales kind of like play with seals, like they kind of knock them around out of the water and then like chase after them again. You do a similar thing with this man as you like smack him against the tree with your like you grab his other leg in your mouth and then like smack him against the tree and then just slowly start pulling him into your mouth, all the while the man is desperately screaming to get out. And you consume him whole in front of all his friends, comrades, who look at him in shock as finally the door is closed. However, your round is not over yet, and you start.
Did close the door on him, to be fair. Yeah.
And you start moving towards the door that they just closed. So move one more spot as well. At this point, 3 more arrow attacks. 1, 2, 3. All of them will miss. Maybe because you're standing kind of behind this tree, or maybe just from the pure shock of seeing Billy get eaten. He was always so kind to everyone. He made everyone food, and now he dies in such a horrendous, horror-like manner. Everyone is in a bit of too much shock to really aim at you correctly. Kane, your turn.
Can I use booming blade on the same weapon that I'm about to use? I mean, what I want to do is use booming blade and throw the spear, or I mean trident, up to the archers. Not necessarily hitting them, just up to them.
I think we said you have to make an attack with it, right? Like you have to attack something, you can throw it. Like it doesn't work for ranged attacks, I think it said. I mean, you can. Or I think we said last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I also realized I can't place an echo up there because I don't see it actually. Uh, so how many are outside of the gate?
Nobody at this point. Everyone is inside the gate, and the gate is shut.
Okay. Then, I want to make the. Now I have to move backwards. Never mind. I will make the ground below Jack's difficult terrain, so he doesn't necessarily want to move towards the town, and maybe instead he will decide to go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
I'm gonna move a bit.
the road in front of him, or be like right underneath him.
Like in front of him, like
Mm-hmm.
the path he would take to the gate.
Okay. Yeah. What spell is that again? That is a mold earth.
Molder.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can do so. The area in front of you becomes. Tell me what it looks like. Is it like muddy, or is it just like loose? Like, does the earth just become like a bit more like wobbly, or does it turn to like mushy, like muddy ground? Or?
Yeah, I kinda imagine like being like quicksand kind of way, like it's pretty hard to walk on it. So it's kinda like making the ground soft, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Jax, you see the terrain before you get a bit muddy, but you know, you can smell the people behind that gate. You know how many souls there are there. You know how much flesh there is there to consume. A little bit of mud won't stop you, right?
The approach of trying to control it the way I have been now hasn't been working. So, what I'm gonna try to do is think in the most survivalist way, like I could. Like, I've ate enough now, right? I've ate enough, and there's a lot of guards there that are hurting me quite badly, and their weapons are actually affecting me. So the best ideal situation for me is to run.
You will hear a counter argument in your head, which is, you're right. We need to get to a smaller village with less guards.
We should go for animals maybe instead.
No, humans taste better. There should be more villages around here that don't have these pesky guards in them. This is not an actual voice in your head, by the way, just the discussion that your brain is having with itself.
We should probably also rest.
No. We must consume more.
Okay. I'm gonna start going away.
Yeah, by the way, anything I'm not telling you specific which things you say or do give you a higher, or lower DC for your, for your constitution check. But the things you have said and have been saying have been having effect on it. So, yeah. But you have just rolled pretty shitty all the time.
So just another concert check.
Yes.
No way.
Man, what the fuck?
It's not good enough. You're not convinced, and he's gonna slowly start making his way through the mud. Oh, you can move it as well if you want. Not yet reaching the gate at this round, like he's just kind of stuck in a difficult terrain, but hopefully by the next round you can try to charge through the door from where you are. However, because you are in the mud, 3 more people will attack you. 1, 2, 3. One of those will hit. For another 6 points of damage. As it's close as well. Okay, Kane, your turn.
Can I, with the help of my echo, try to stop Jax from going towards the city? Like hold him back or something like that?
Is that just, if you want to try to do that, you can, yeah?
Yeah, then I will do that.
Okay. Tell me exactly like how you want to try it. Like, are you like actually pushing him or?
Yeah, like I summon my echo and I stand in front of him while trying to push him backwards. And
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, that will. So you're like letting your guard down, kind of, to do this, right? Like, because you're trying to push him. You're not like you don't have your defense up towards like a bite or something like that, right?
No.
Okay. Okay. Jax. Right now, you're thinking there's someone trying to stop you from reaching the people. However, he is made of metal, and he is your friend, or Jax's. I mean, at least friend is maybe a big word, but protector. So your Constitution check will lower a bit for that. But that is your current thought process. You can make a con check, yeah. But tell me first what you want to do. Just run away again, or?
Yeah, I want to try and run again.
Okay. The one time.
What is this? A high roll?
The one time you only needed a low roll. No, yeah. You have complete control.
Wait, what? I needed a roll.
No. I mean, you only needed a because it was so because your mind can easily overcome the idea of eating a metal being. That's what I meant. So you only needed like a
oh yeah, that's
8.
true. That's true.
But yeah, 22 is more than good enough as you gain full control. And
how much can I move?
you can turn into a
How many squares
into your
dash?
full wolf form, which will give you more movement. 40 feet, so 80 feet if you dash.
I would like that.
Yeah, you're in difficult terrain
But
still.
I'm in my difficult terrain,
Yeah.
so. But how many squares would that be? Like this bit here,
Yeah,
or
just to 3. 3 seems fine.
yeah.
Okay, as
That's how much is this?
pretty sure. Oh, can you give me the exact range of longbow? I think it's really far, right?
It's they'll be able to hit me as long as they have line of sight.
It's over
Surely.
100, I assume.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I think
2 hits.
4 and 5, so 9.
9.
Kane, it's your turn. You will see Jax has turned and starts running into the forest.
I'm gonna place a blade ward on me. does a bow count as a weapon attack?
Yeah,
Okay,
I would think so,
guess
yeah.
blade ward
Does
also works on me.
unless it specifies that it's... Yeah, you extend your hand and trace a signal of warning. Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. I would assume arrows to be piercing damage, probably.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it works.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a blade ward on myself and go after Jax as fast as I can.
Okay.
Even though I don't have a dash action now.
Do you still have your minor illusion on you at this point, or no?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Jax, it's your turn. You're already running, you are low on HP at this point, and you had control before, so just don't roll a 5 or lower on your constitution check.
Oh yeah, I hate when you say these things. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's fine. At this point, you don't have to make any more constitution checks. You're already running. You can keep on running. And I think at this point you will reach the forest out of line of sight of the longbows. And they also see that you're running and will stop wasting their arrows on you as well. I think then we... Wait, actually, because they're not shooting checks, they might... I will give them a perception check to see if they saw Kane during all of this. And if they, like, know if they should shoot him or not. Because they... I mean, it seems like he's helping him. So I'll give them a perception check, and if any of them see him, I will give them an intelligence check as well. I'll just...
Smart, please.
I'll just roll 4 for each tower. 17. I mean, yeah, so basically 3 towers will see you, and then I'll make 3 intelligence checks, which they are pretty dumb, so 1, 2, 3.
Why are they so dumb?
The fuck?
They are really
Jesus
dumb.
Christ! what is
a
this
negative
rolls? Okay,
I
yeah.
can't even speak at this point.
This is cursed.
What is that?
I'm not the only cursed one, man.
That's actually cursed. Yeah, so all of them will look at you and nod their head at you. Thank you for your service. And put their bows away.
Nice.
This must be like someone that Captain Dreyfus sent out here to help them. Sure, it's not an escaped prisoner.
Alright, cool. Wait, oh shit! Low intelligence is good. I thought they had to be smart to not shoot them.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
thought the same.
Oh, no, that's
Oh, they-
okay. Cool.
Oh, no,
That's stupid.
no, because if they were smart, then they would recognize Kane to be an
pris-
escaped prisoner. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, then...
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
you-
continue running towards Jax.
Yeah, they think like, oh, he's chasing the werewolf. He'll get him. He'll get him
What a
first.
true soldier.
Yeah.
what a true warrior. Kane's gonna have a statue in this town. He's gonna be a hero.
In the morning when they are coming for the prisoners and I'm not there. What? This is fine.
At this point, for the rest of the night, Jax, you will outrun Kane, and although you saved your constitution checks, you cannot... Well, I will just... What is your plan? I'll just ask you like that first.
I would like to sleep.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a pretty high constitution check. Roll me... It's a full moon, so yeah, roll me a 18 or higher if you want to sleep it out. Because you are low on HP, that's why it's not higher than an 18.
I just wanna get health. Oh!
Saved.
You hear the voice, or you hear your like instinct telling you that there are so many more villages around here who must have less protection. However, you can control yourself and go to sleep. And not only can you control yourself now, you feel like forcing this instinct in yourself to obey to yourself more. You feel like any future nights you will be able to control it more as well, unless under specific circumstances, of course. So yeah.
It's always generally better to have. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can find a nice cave, or like maybe under or is there any like specific area that you're looking for where you wanna sleep?
Yeah, or a cave somewhere. Just somewhere really secluded.
Yeah.
Somewhere far away and secluded.
Kane, can you... Oh, actually no, there's sand. You can track him pretty easily. Yeah, you can do with it that information as you please.
So, is he sleeping by the time I catch up to him?
Well, so you're pretty far away from him, and you will just see these like giant paws in the sand, making a clear path that you can follow, and it will eventually lead you to a cave where you see this giant creature in wolf form now, so almost like a dire wolf-like creature sleeping.
Can I like get rid of the tracks leading into the cave? Like, is it possible to do that? Like,
Yeah, you can spend some time like going a bit back and trying to get rid of them. Yeah. How long do you want to spend doing it? Like, do you want to go all the way back and make it like just how much? Like, if you want to get sleep for yourself, then you're gonna have to do like a pretty shitty job. But if you are okay to stay up and maybe not get your full rest, it will be based on a constitution check. Then that's up to you.
Well, how far away is this cave from our foresty area?
I assume Jax ran for some while, so probably like walking distance, maybe like a 2-hour walk, something like that. I would assume so, at least, Jax. If you're running at...
I would have gone like far.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Then I would like to just get rid of the tracks, like 30 minutes of walk away from the cave.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I basically lose an hour doing this.
Yeah, just make me... what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask if I can take a long rest after this.
I think... because you did only spend an hour extra, which is not that much, so just roll me a constitution check to see how well your sleep goes, and don't roll lower than a 5 as well, and then you'll be fine.
Is this me?
No,
sleeping? Or
Kane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You can get a normal night of sleep. Oh wait, your constitution is +4, so like literally only on a natural one you would have failed. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I don't really sleep, but yeah, I'm taking a rest and watching over Jack's meanwhile.
Yeah. Both of you can get sleep. The night continues without much problem, and Jax, when you wake up in the morning, you are a human again, and you feel fully rested, and so do you, Kane.
Good morning, Kane.
Good morning.
How did you get to me? Wait, do I remember actually?
You remember all the... Yeah, you have vague memories of eating things, but you have clearer memories of whenever you were in control.
Okay.
But like whenever you like went in more of a rage and like ate those people, it's more like, yeah, it's like in a rage. It's like you don't have full vision of whatever happened. It's just, oh, you probably killed some people.
Did you how did you catch up to me? I was going pretty fast.
Followed your tracks.
Tracks? Did you cover them up?
Some of it, yes.
Okay, good. Good job. That could have been bad. We found out some information on Mishu and Mata.
The ones we are looking for.
Mm-hmm. The mouse and the man in the red cloak.
Speaking of that, Jax, you also still have, well, no, actually, your backpack with all the like logs in it and the things that you had taken from the captain, because I don't think you went back to retrieve your weapons or anything like that, so you don't have any of those things.
Yeah, everything I have is in there, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Your armor
Where
as well.
to go next?
I don't know what to do really. Going back seems like a bit of a risk.
Just a question.
Mm-hmm.
After turning back to human, does
Mm-hmm.
Jax have clothes or how does that work? It's a really important question, I must know.
Let me think. Yeah, no. Anything that he wore, I think he just, if he doesn't take it off in time, then it just bursts out in all directions. So,
Then
so he has
Kane
like
will
still has like rags maybe that were with him, or like, I mean, probably they fell at this point, but yeah.
then Kane will take off his cloak and give it to Jax.
Mm.
I mean, to hand it to him.
Oh, thank you, Kane. Wait, you, okay? No, never mind. Anyway, we should film what we need to do. We got given a very small lead on my friends, but I still don't know why they went there or where they ended up. An open sea isn't exactly, you know, an easy place to look for someone.
Jax, if you want, you can make me a history check to see if you can remember any part of the map that you saw where you knew that the general was located. Because you did look at it, but you looked at it in a hurry.
I wrote a note on it, but so
Yeah, any note that you wrote, you can remember, but I for the exact visual of the map, I have another.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Fuck.
Yeah, but any notes that you have, you can keep.
Mm-hmm. The logbook for the ships, they're they're with some other people in a slightly underwater base, but I don't think the Tridents would really have much to say to us anymore. Though I have a suspicion that maybe they weren't in the logbook because the president didn't say that he was told about them, which they usually are, unless it was some sort of special, secret mission type thing. What do you think, Kane?
Well, you said that you don't think that it has any useful information
Yeah,
for us.
they might.
Mhm.
I don't know. I said that the logbook might not have useful stuff for us if the slaves weren't told about it, unless it was some sort of like secret
Mhm.
type underground mission.
We need to help the prisoners. We also need help taking the what is the race called? I
Triton?
forgot. Yeah, Tritons.
I don't know if they'll be so happy on us returning to them. Did you manage to get away from them? Did they not shoot at you as you ran away?
No,
Then maybe they won't dislike you so much. Can you speak as your echo?
no.
But you can wait. Actually, I don't know. You said that whenever you switch plays that you don't notice, so I wouldn't know anything about that. Could you communicate with them in any sort of way to speak at the job that we need to do?
It's dangerous.
True. But I had some valuable information in my backpack. I don't know if they would have taken it off of me, but probably quite stupid if they didn't.
I don't think they will let us back.
So what do we do instead? Do we have any other leads?
Find somebody that would help us defeat them. They
Defeat
don't belong here.
the Tridents?
Yes,
You want us to kill all of them?
they don't belong here. Not at that city. I mean town.
I know they keep slaves, but then again, I feel like a lot of people within some sort of wealth probably do.
It's not their town.
Then whose town is it? The slaves?
Yes,
I remember they actually they said that they wanted to expand their territories from Haven, so maybe they took care of maybe they invaded Haven and wanted to spread out. Um They also apparently have a home front. Just a slightly underwater base I was talking about. So it seems they've come from their home front, invaded some land and desire for more. Maybe even keeping their previous inhabitants as not very paid workers. Do you think anyone really cares to overrun a whole race of people?
The leader of this territory, yes.
Who's the leader, do you know?
No. We should
The
find him.
the leader of Haven is probably dead. Maybe they kept him as a slave, or
Then go back to Eagle's Peak.
go back to. We could. Maybe it's information they'd want to know. But all my belongings they're over there. I don't even have a sword.
Can I break down some of the pointy parts of the trident and give it to Jax? In a makeshift dagger kind of way?
How do you mean? Oh, you just want to like break off the tops of it? Like
Yeah, well, to the two that are sticking out.
Mhm.
So I would have a spear and Jax would have two dagger kind of things.
Yeah, they will have not the full properties of daggers because there's no like it's kind of slippery, but you could maybe use it in an emergency situation, something like that. And at least
Yeah,
they're pointy.
Yeah, then I will do that and just give it to Jax without saying anything.
That's not awful thinking. Thank you. Good idea. Probably need something better soon though.
Look for another town.
I don't know if they wanna give the man with one arm and a glowing eye with a mask on such weaponry. Not without a price. Maybe if I what do you think if I hunted for a blacksmith? You know, got him food for free. He'd maybe offer me some weaponry.
We can try.
Short swords aren't very expensive, so
I need better armor too.
you want to go see some nearby villages, try and get some stuff real quick.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. And as you guys set out towards the nearby villages, before we end it here for today, can I get just a general idea of what both of you are thinking at this point? I think I'll start with Jax. Do you feel like it's getting kind of hopeless getting towards your friend, or do you feel like this like imprisonment and then gaining your freedom, at least in some sort of way, once more, has inspired you to, well, find a way anyway? Or like, how is he kind of feeling about the whole situation right now?
I think that obviously it's not really in our favor right now. We don't have many cards to play. But then again, I think Jax would feel like he's gonna play with the cards that he's got. And sort of from being in that prison and seeing everyone in there and how they were sort of treated, it, in a sense, sort of he understood Mampus a little bit more, maybe, in the sense of you know, freedom and all. But once again, he can't give up on his quest, and for his quest, he's gonna need his companions.
Okay. What about you, Kane? You said that you wanna help those people in the village. Where do you feel like that comes from for him?
Well, I feel like, especially after the crow's death, Kane started to becoming more human-like. And he feels bad for these people because they don't deserve it, and it's not fair against them that they are just being used as slaves by somebody that's clearly not meant to be there. That's the main reason why he wants to help them. But he also feels bad the same kind of way, like he felt bad for the crew, for these 3 or 4 guys that died while Jax was aware of, because they didn't deserve to die this way. Like, Kane is fine with killing them in battle, but it was not a battle or anything. They just died.
Does this make him reflect at all on the things that he has done in the past, when maybe he wasn't as aware of his consciousness as he is now?
Yeah, he probably keeps thinking about basically the first day that he woke up, when he just went around and killing everything that looked like the ones that he fought before.
Do you
So
feel
he
like
doesn't want to continue doing that, but he still doesn't have a problem with that if the conditions are right.
Yeah, do you feel like that's kind of like burdening him mentally? Do you feel like he knows how to like deal with that kind of thing?
No, I don't think so. Like, he probably won't talk about this with anyone, but he just tries to understand what's happening to him, and maybe one day he will get over it or find a way to accept that's how this world works.
What about those people in the prison that you were in? Did Kane understand them at all? How they had given up and would rather be alive but in servitude than dead, than fight and
No, as Kane is a machine of war, like he was made for fighting, so he doesn't really understand why they are giving up.
Okay. One more question for Jax that I thought of. Does it occur in his mind at all to, like, if the opportunity would arise for him to save his friends in another way and just abandon this town, would he go for it, or would he not be able to do that?
I think so. Yeah, his friends are more important to him than like the possessions that they have. But no, totally.
What about the word that you talked about with the people that you talked to in the prison? Where do you feel like his word means a lot to him, or do you feel like his friends mean more to him than his word to those
His
people?
friends mean more to him than his word. If he can, he at a later date he will come and, you know, he will help them. But like right now, he has to have priorities.
Has he always? Do you feel like he's always been like that, or do you feel like it's kind of the world has kind of molded him in that way?
I think definitely, like, in a sense of like how he saw, you know, monsters as monsters, he's realizing now that, well, he is, you know, a monster, and in one regard, he's got to start thinking kind of like one, in the sense of choosing two lesser evils, you know, like choosing the lesser evil.
Yeah. Speaking of that, does he feel? How does it make him feel that he is gaining more control over this other form of his? Does it make Jax feel powerful, or does it make him feel like kind of like scared of it, or like, I mean, just tell me what.
I think the control is probably, he sees it as beneficial to him, because obviously being out of control of that form, it's ended up in terrible things happening. So being more in control, he just sees it more of like a benefit to him. He's not really like scared or proud of it. Obviously he knows that he is more powerful, like, with it, technically. But
because in the past he
like,
no, you continue.
yeah, Karen, you say what you're gonna say.
Oh, in the past, when I asked a question about like if you would get rid of it, you would say that Jax has no doubt in his mind that he would always want to get rid of the werewolf form. Does that change at all now that he
No,
feels
that
like
he still has that.
Mm,
Like, if this could be gone, he will get it gone. But right now, it's not what's gonna happen. You know, it is what it is. He has to live like that.
And I know Jax has been through like all kinds of this sort of stuff, so I'm more wondering how conditioned he is at this point to like his wolf form, tearing those people apart like limb by limb. Is it something that still like hurts him a lot, or is it at this point like, oh, another thing that took control of me and made me kill a lot of people? Like I've seen it all at this point. I've killed people way closer to me. Or is it still like every person that he kills is on his mind and he thinks about?
I think he's starting to build a tolerance to it in a way, in the sense of he doesn't feel awful and can't sleep at night because of it. But like, he's not proud of doing it. You know, he doesn't want that to be him, and he sort of decreases his value as some sort of like hero that he wanted to be, and has come to sort of a mindset that maybe he won't really ever be that hero.
Okay. Well, I think that is where we will end today's session. Thank you for joining. I'll end the stream first. Goodbye, stream.